So after years of being constantly online, I know some of you are wondering, am I MIA? Why am I MIA? And it's because, and I'm just gonna meander here. There's so much that's going on and so much that I've been wanting to say, but I haven't said anything. I haven't shared. I haven't been as visible or vocal because been trying to frame everything the way I used to. Everything has a theme. There's a thread to pull, and then I talk about that. And because I have not had that, I cannot grab, because every day there's something different. I cannot grab that thing. I just haven't said anything. And I've been feeling paralyzed. I've really been feeling paralyzed. It's not for lack of understanding what's going on, not a lack of having a perspective that I think can be shared, that's worth sharing, that has value. It is that I've been stuck in, it has to be, not that it has to be perfect, but it has to make sense. It has to have a theme. You can't just get out there and just talk. But yes, that's what I'm about to do. I'm just about to get here and talk because there's some things that I just need to share and to talk about because not moving has, of course, made me stuck and I haven't been able to do anything. And so there is no script here. I'm just speaking off the cuff and speaking from my heart. I'm tired. And I know I'm not the only one. But what I'm tired of are seeing business people, specifically tech folks, who sold us a bill of goods and have twisted the nature of the work that most of us wanted to do in providing products and services for people, either in your business or as a tech business or whatever industry. We came here because we wanted to do good. And the leaders of this space have shown themselves to, I'm not going to say that their initial intention was false. What I've seen and witnessed is that by trying to create their utopia they thought they were trying to create, they found themselves in spaces with people they've never had to be in spaces with, who never pushed back on them, and they've never had those challenges before, and they fucking crumbled, period. They couldn't handle it, and what they leaned into was the one thing that has always allowed them to survive was white supremacy. And so that has been such a revelatory thing to watch unfold, to see these individuals' journeys. But it's also been great to see people push back on that. And so I'm even looking at my background right now. One of the things I wanted to do is update my background. And I was like, it has to be really, no, it doesn't. This is just what it is until I change it. It is just, we can't do this work trying to be perfect, because every day we're trying to have we can be strategic, because I believe intention without strategy is chaos. We can be strategic, but the aesthetics, I'm done with the aesthetics. I'm done with the fake putting on the makeup and doing all the things, and the background being perfect, and the font being great, and the sound being great, and the music being great. And yet so much of that stuff has no substance. So much of what we see across the internet is beautifully curated, but there's no depth. There is nothing for us to feed us in this time. And one of the things that I am very sure about, and it's very clear to me, is I am not the only business owner who wants to operate in a way that is profit without oppression, that is rooted in caring about your customers, your employees, caring about all of the stakeholders instead of shareholder value only. It's all the stakeholders. Who works for you, who partners with you, who buys from you, who you impact, and then who invests in you. And so I just really want to build a community. I really just want to start talking to people, whether you read my book, Profit Without Oppression, or not. But those people who are business owners and entrepreneurs or would like to be business owners and entrepreneurs and want to build something that considers stakeholders, that considers the future, that considers the present, that it's not about, I realized this is okay, again, because this is not script, this is stuff that's coming to my head. One of the things that I realized that although I talk about, people say capitalism is evil, and I say capitalism is not evil. Capitalism is just a theory. It's how it's been implemented that is problematic as fuck. And I recognize over my time of trying to figure what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, do it, all of that, that even though I wrote Profit Without Oppression, it is my economic theory rooted in supremacy-free, coercion-free, discrimination-free, and exploitation-free future. I realized that I still had not divested from the fundamental exploitation and oppression of the capitalist system that we've all been indoctrinated in. I'm striving to be, because I like to travel. So I was like, oh, I want to travel the world and I want to do it on private planes. If I really sit back and look at it, no, I don't. I like to travel comfortably, and I don't want to rip and run the world. That is not how that wears me out. I like to go to a place and stay for a few months and then go to another place and then come home. And it's like we've all, even though we say we want, I'll speak for myself, even though I've, again, developed the Profit Without Oppression economic theory, I was still living for that pseudo-successful imagery and branding that I was sold, that I've been sold. And so I was striving for something that I really fundamentally don't want. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to lose my autonomy. I like being able to walk in the world and people mind their own business and leave me the fuck alone. That is just paramount for me. If I lost that, I would lose my fucking mind. Yes, I want to be comfortable when I travel, but do I need to do the things that will require me to be able to have the funds to have a private jet? I know. And what I know in my heart and what I know for sure, and I know from the data, that there are more business owners, potential business owners, entrepreneurs who seek merely to be successful enough to take care of themselves and the people and things they value, to indulge in their hobbies and the things that they love, to rest. I am so anti-hustle culture. And yet that was still driving me. It was I didn't even recognize it. So I say I don't want these things, but everything I was doing was for that thing that I don't want. And said all that to say, this is where I'm going. I have 2 YouTube channels, and I'm starting this one. This is on my main channel, Kim CRAYTON 1 YouTube. And it is where I'll be talking about profit without oppression, where I'll be talking about the future is free, supremacy-free, coercion-free, discrimination-free, and exploitation-free. I'll be walking through the book, just challenging myself, because I realized that it was theory. And in practice, when I'm seeing what I want against what the world is happening, I got stuck. And so I'm forcing myself to move, because I could be in the bed, and it's not depression. It is just, it's if you ever play jump rope, right? Or double dutch. You're trying to figure out if you're new to it, because I don't know how to. It's like you're standing there and you're like, how do I jump in? How do I get in? How do I get in? And the thing is just still going. And other people have jumped in and out, and you just, oh my God, how do I get in? I can't, what if I fall? All these things that keep us from moving forward. And yeah, I'm done with that. So I am committing myself to creating content, and committing myself to creating ugly content intentionally. I want to create ugly content intentionally, because I hope that it will model for other people that it's safe. It's safe. Because if you care more about what my content looks like than what it's rooted in, then you weren't the audience for me anyway. I don't know. I don't have a plan. And that's what I've been trying to come up, because y'all know I'm a strategist. And I just don't have a plan. I don't have a strategy, but I know I have to do something. I have to be out here and doing something. So this is my do something. Follow me on the YouTube at Kim CRAYTON 1. And I'll just be dropping content there, because I got to do something. I cannot keep this inside me anymore. I have to say something. I have to do something. What that's gonna look like in 6 months and a year, I don't know, and that's where the whole strategy thing was I don't have a strategy. I just know that I have something to say, and that I know there are some people who care to hear what I have to say. So, until next time.